Continue now with our lead story. Did President Bush harm the Republican Party, and is President Obama hurting the Democratic Party right now? Joining us from New York, former Bush Communications Director Nicole Wallace, author of the brand new novel 18 Acres, which is about the first female president. And from Los Angeles, Fox News analyst Leslie Marshall. So Leslie, President Obama is taking it on the chin in the Far East because of the dollar devaluation. And we're going to get that. Lou Dobbs is going to handle that in a moment. I don't expect you to handle that. But when he comes back Sunday, it's going to be, are you going to raise taxes, Mr. President? And this is going to be absolutely hysterical, crazy debate. I want you to make a prediction. Is the president going to stand firm on raising taxes for the affluent, or will he fold and extend the Bush tax cuts?
I think he's going to stand firm, and I think he's been very clear that he plans not to fold, that he wants to avoid any tax increases for middle and lower income families, but he's standing firm. If you're making $250,000 or more, he is going to cut those benefits for the past 10 years that people have been receiving.
So you think he's been very clear about it, but his chief advisor, David Axelrod, comes out last week and says they're going to extend the Bush tax cuts. Doesn't sound very clear to me, Leslie. Sounds a little foggy.
Well, last time I checked, Bill, Axelrod doesn't have Mr. Obama's mouthpiece inside. I think perhaps they've been misunderstood, or Mr. Axelrod.
I'm sure there was a miscommunication between the president and his top advisor. I'm not buying that for a second. All right, well, Nicole, and Nicole's in for Dana Perino, who had a heart attack last night during my interview with George W. Bush. She was there. Just seen Dana's face. You go, oh, he's O'Reilly. Oh,
it was a great interview, by the way. She should not have had a heart attack. I was loving it.
Thank you. Thank you. Is the president going to fold, or is he going to raise?
I think the president has already folded, and I don't think David Axelrod marches out and floats too many trial balloons that don't have the blessing of the president. I think the president understands what you and President Bush talked about last night, that whether he can come along and accept it, the American people understand that you do not raise taxes at a time of economic distress in this country, and you do not make it harder for the people who employ the vast majority of Americans to add jobs.
But if that's the case, if President Obama comes back on Sunday after getting, and believe me, the president's taken it. Angela Merkel's mocking him. China is saying all kinds of bad things to him. And again, Lou Dobbs is going to comment on that in a moment. But if he comes back on Sunday, Nicole, and he says, you know what, I'm going to extend I made a mistake, or I think it's better, the far left is going to go crazy. I think MSNBC may just explode and the New York Times go up in vapor.
You'll see the smoke from this building. But look, he won't do it on Monday. He won't do it on Tuesday. He won't do it anytime soon. He's going to, I think, have to put on the same kind of public show that he did for the public option. Remember in the healthcare debate? He was for the public option until he was against it. And I think he'll be for...
Yeah, but he's only got 6 weeks. It's a window. You got Thanksgiving. You got Christmas. There's not a lot of time. And the Republicans are just, Leslie, they're just going to go crazy on this issue beginning on Monday. They're going to go, no way, you're going to raise taxes. They're going to be screaming and yelling. Right now, Lou Dobbs, I can hear him. He's hyperventilating over the prospect that taxes might be raised. I mean, this is what's going to happen next week, Leslie.
I'm scared. Heart attacks and hyperventilation. At least I'm healthy at the moment with you, Bill. I have to tell you, though, the president has a responsibility, especially if he wants to be reelected, of having a great economy. The reality is the Bush tax cuts were set for a decade, and the Bush tax cuts did not help to stimulate the economy or create jobs.
They got us out of the 2001.
But they haven't.
They got us out of the 2001 recession. Well, we're here because of a big Wall Street con, not because folks are paying taxes or not. Look, Leslie, that argument that is so fallacious, it hurts my earlobe, all right? The tax revenues under Bush, all right, were $4 billion more, $1 trillion, I don't know. They were much higher than they are under President Obama. The government took in more money under Bush than on Obama because the economy was better. The better the economy is, the more revenue goes into Washington. So come on, I mean, it's he says we can't afford it. And if the economy stays moribund, it's going to be worse, Leslie. You know that.
If they're going to give credits to tax credits to the rich specifically, and the rich can guarantee they're not going to buy Turkish bonds, Bill, then I'd be for it. But that's not what's happened. The money was either pocketed, put into investments overseas, such as Turkish bonds. Have you seen that market? And when you look at
Turkish
what's
bonds.
happening in America, they need to be able to employ people
All
and
right.
stimulate
I got
this
your
economy
point
by purchasing more goods.
keeping the tax rates the same for the rich if they don't spend any money doesn't help. I got it. All right, Nicole, so you're going to predict that President Obama is going to fold and take the heat from the far left.
Absolutely. He's done it before. And I think at the end of the day, he is someone who tries to keep an eye on his political health. And listen, this isn't just a right-left debate anymore. The American people understand loud and clear, and they understand it at an intuitive level, that you do not raise taxes on anybody, especially the job creators.
All right, ladies, thanks very much. We appreciate it. Directly ahead.